Hello, my name is Ethan. I'm from the Makers Club Chumbakamili. I'm 16 years old and from Western Kalipan. For today's Pustaka Makerspace video, we will be learning about 3D modeling with TInkerCad. For today's video, we will be learning what is TInkerCad, how to navigate with TInkerCad, to make a simple 3D model with TInkerCad, and to import a SVG file into TInkerCad. So without further ado, let's get started.
Alright, so what is TInkerCad? TInkerCad is a 3D modeling program known for its ease of use. It's 100% web-based, making it available to anyone with an internet connection. Kids, educators, and hobbyists use it to design anything imaginable. Utilizing 3D printing, laser cutting, or building blocks can bring TInkerCad projects into real life. Many schools use it as a way to teach projects with 3D design, electronics, and visual code blocks. Alright, let's learn how to access TInkerCad. Head on over to your favorite web browser. So I'll be using Google Chrome here, and I will search TInkerCad. Go for the first link here, which links to tinkercad.com. Once you click the link, you will be led to the landing page, which shows you multiple options to go for. You can scroll down and see what other things that they offer, but today we will be going through the top right menu, which would be the login button. If you haven't yet, do register through the sign up button. Click personal accounts and choose the sign in with Google button and select your email. Please take note that if you are below 12, you will need your parents' permission to log into your email. Alright, since we're here, let's get started on how to use TInkerCad. Now what you're looking at here is the TInkerCad interface. You have three different areas where you can explore. The first one, which is what we will be exploring, will be the 3D designs. You can try some of the tutorial here as well, like place it or move it. The second thing you can use is circuits. If you want to do a simulated design of your Arduino circuitry, you can do it here. The third one would be code blocks, where it teaches you block coding. Alright, so what you can do is click the plus sign on the top right here, and click New 3D Design. This is TInkerCad's 3D design interface. So let's learn the basics of the camera control first. So what you can do is, if you see the top left here, you can see a cube. It has the word top and bottom here, which you can click to move around the camera. And if you want to reset the view, just click the home button here. The Fit All button here, as the name suggests, fit the model that you build into the view. If you have a huge model, this would fit everything into the screen. Next, of course, we have the zoom in and zoom out button, which you can use the plus and minus buttons, or just use your mouse wheel as well. That works just fine. Another button here is the perspective button. You can either go to the flat view, also known as the orthographic view, or the perspective view. I personally toggle between the two if I need to have a better view on things. On the right, we have the interface to create your shapes. By default, it is on basic shapes, but you can choose different shapes here based on what you prefer. There's basic shapes, creatures, vehicles, and even electronic models as well. Let's make a simple keychain that we can do with TInkerCad. Let's take a cube from here. First you click the cube and then click on the plane again to set it down. If you hover over the white boxes here, you're able to click and drag it to different sizes. If I want it to be a specific size, you can click on it once and click on the numbers in the white boxes over here. You can set it to your own dimensions. So I'll set this to 150 by 40. Just note that this model is in millimeters, as you can see in the bottom area here. Snap grid 1.0 millimeters. Let me click my right mouse button to move my camera around. Let me adjust the height to 3 millimeters. So now we have the basics for making a simple square. How about adding your own text too, to make it a bit more fun? So So on this panel for basic shapes over here, we have the text tool. Click it and this interface will appear. Change your text to your name or whatever you want to be there. I'm just going to put Chumbaka for now. So you can see that it is larger than the square, but you can resize it. Click on the corner here and hold the shift button so that the size ratio remains the same. Now it's a bit off center, but what we can do is press shift and select both the items on the plane. On the top right here is the align button that is handy for us to center things together too. Click the black dot in the middle here and there you go. If you see that the dots are grey in color, that means it is centered. Don't forget to adjust the height of the text as well. Let's make it 5mm. Now we need to make the keychain holder. Take the cylinder tool over here at the top right and set it 25 by 25 and the height is 3mm. But where's the hole? Let's try to cut it out from the circle here. Take the cylinder, which is in grey color, and place it on the plane. If you want it to be centered, you can use the align tool again. Set the height again, the same as the others at 3mm. Now let's group them up together. Hold shift, select the rectangle and the two circles that we've made and click the group button on top and voila, we have keychain ready. So there's a lot to explore, but I'll leave that to you in your own time to try out. Let's move on and create a more organic shape and creating your own model. So if you remember the bit where we have the creatures and characters option, that's how I usually create my monster models. You can click more shapes for more options. So let me get started with a simple model over here. This is actually what I did for my final project for my Makers Club as well. Take a cylinder and two spears and max out the steps and sides. If you see over here on the cylinder, there's a cone pointing upwards. That means to lift it up and down. You can click and drag it up and down just like that. So let me put this sphere on top of the cylinder to make a pill-shaped looking object for the body. Then I copy and paste the body and bottom half of the sphere to make legs. Here are the two legs, and size it down a little bit. Group each of them and then put it below here. Let me group them up and color them. Let's add the oxygen tank at the back and duplicating the body and resizing it. Add another cylinder over here, shape it a little bit and then move it up. There you go. To go back to the creatures and characters interface, add in your hands as well as the swords. Let me move things around and there you go. We got it. So now we will learn how to import SVG files to TINkerCad. So why are we learning about SVG files? What is SVG? SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphics. You can find this in any vector apps such as Adobe Illustrator or most 3D modeling apps as well. So with SVG, you can actually have JPG files or images to be converted into a model in TINkerCAD, which you can use for 3D printing as well. So since I'm a fan of One Piece, I'm going to search for a JPG file for that. So let me search One Piece logo black and white. This one is something interesting, so let me download this image, right click, save as, and put it somewhere to store. Usually you can use apps to convert images to SVG, but we can just do this online. Search JPG to SVG converter on Google, upload the file you download and click convert. Once you have converted it, download it and store it somewhere else. In your TINkerCAD interface, there's a button called import here. Click import and choose the files we downloaded. So as you can see, the image of our logo is here. So you can add in like a simple rectangle as your background. And you made this simple keychain for yourself too. Files are automatically saved, but to export it, you can click the export button here. Save it as 3D object if you want to view it as a 3D object, or if you want to print it on a 3D printer, we can choose STL. That is all. I hope you enjoyed what we've learned so far, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
So we've learned a couple of things today. What is TinkerCad? How to navigate TinkerCad, making a simple 3D model of TinkerCad, how to import SVG file into TinkerCad. That's all for today. Thank you, and until next time.